Alright guys, this is a quick demonstration of the new collections routine. You guys get a chance to watch this, you'll um, um, save your questions for a week because I'm not coming back. I've got work to do here, right? Alright, sweet. Okay, so what we added was, I'll just show you here. So we start out with the dashboard. On the dashboard, we've got a new button down here at the bottom of the dashboard called Collections. You mash the Collections button, and you get the new Edit Collection screen. Depending on what mode you're in, whether you're looking at resales or whether you're looking at like the personal tax warrants, this screen does both. So you've got a little toggle button over here for view tax warrant. If you're in parcels, if you're looking at resales, view tax warrant will switch it to tax warrant, and also labels it up here on top of the screen, tax warrant collections. Mash it again, of course, it just toggles back and forth between resale and tax warrant. So to load this up with data, basically what you have to do is you got to get a comment on a parcel, on any parcel in the system with a D type of resale. So we don't have this. Well, yeah, I guess we do. I can show you one at a time. Let's just do one. So if I go to tax inquiry, I find just a parcel here, something with a parcel number. I can right click on it, and I can go to more options, and I can say collections. So that just added it to collections. So now I'll leave this over here. I can go back to my collection screen, and there I've got one that parcel's on collections here. From here, if I highlight, if I click on this item, I see all its comments here that pertain to just this parcel. So I may have some physical address changes here in the comments back on the text inquiry screen. I don't see those here. We could expose those here if we wanted to, but really this is just going to kind of give you the history of what you've done for this parcel in the collection screen. If you've printed the a collection letter, if you've printed a a statement or whatever. So really what you want to do, if someone wants to add one parcel at a time, they can do that from the text inquiry screen. But we also have the ability to load this screen from our receivables screen. So if you go to lookups, go into receivables, I think that perhaps what we're doing here in the collections might do away with the some of the print batches that we intended to have in this screen. So we might want to change the screen later on. But really, I'm just going to focus on the left side of the screen now. So let's just say this was, I want to do some real estate stuff, so I'm going to get the R's. I'm going to get everything from 2009, include previous. I've got 225 items here. Let's just say that I did not want to include my bankruptcies. Now I've got my filters the way I want. I've got 225 items. I can hit this button over here called Flag for Collection. I can choose whether or not I want to put that on the resale or the tax warrant. So this is, of course, for real estate, so I'm going to say resale. That's it. So now if I go back to collections, now we've got everything loaded in collections, all 170 items. The reason this says 170 and not 225, in the receivable screen, the filter filtered me down to all items in the system that were unpaid. So obviously there are parcel duplicates in this number. So in 2009, 2008, 2007, 2006, there were some invoices for the same parcel. When you flag it and put it over into collections, it's only going to put it in one row per parcel. Everything's done by parcel in resale, so that's why we end up with 170. Like I said, you could see all the comments. Now this comment here for this print delinquent letter certified, this is because we also used this old method for doing print batching for some of my test data. But okay, so once we're here in the collection screen, we've got all our items. We have all the same controls that we had on the receivables batches. So I can print the entire batch with this button here, and it would just ask me how many I want to do. It gives me the total here, and I can shrink that number if I want to only print a few. I can print one item at a time from here. I can mark an item as printed. Let's do that real quick so you can see. I can also unmark it with the reset button. So the reset button works the same way it did on the other screen. I can reset one item or all the items up to that selection, or I can mark all the items. Like let's say I want to mark all these up through this selection. I could do that too. Whoops. I'll have to look into that. See what happened there. Anyhow, but this marking this thing as printed, how that works is it just adds a comment to this with this link to this parcel with this document. So you got to pay attention to what document you have selected up here when you choose your mark printed. But you can see this is the comment right here, printed resale cover sheet. I was on the resale cover sheet when I chose that, so it just showed that I printed. That's why I can see that it's printed. If I were to come up here and say, okay, I'm done with all my cover sheets, I just want to print a different, let's say I want to do one of my delinquent letters. When I change that, of course it updates. Well, I've already printed this one. Let's reset that one. I picked a bad record to demonstrate with. Okay, so you can see now my delinquent letter, I don't have anything printed. If I change back to my resale cover sheet, you can see I have printed it on that one. So the point is they can use this screen to walk through the entire resale process. And if there's something in here that shouldn't be in here, they want to remove it, they can do that with a right click. They can also access all the addresses through manage addresses. They can also, when they do print, they can use this use all addresses feature. So let me just be clear about this. If you print something with the print item, it's only going to print one if this is off. If use all addresses is on when you print, it will print one copy for every enabled address that you have. So anyhow, hope that's self-explanatory. Then we got manage documents. Just a quick way to access all the different documents that are available to you. And we also included a list report, so you can just run a list. Whoops. It's kind of ugly. You boys can clean that up if you want to. All right. That's the new collection system. Again, this is we're looking at the resale. Let's go ahead and just add. I want to show you guys. So we'll go ahead and do it for the personal property. Do all the P's in the system. I've got 73 P's from 2009 or previous. That looks good. So we'll put those in the tax warrant. So if I come over here now and change to tax warrant view, I should have a bunch in there. There we go, 48 items. Of course, it all works the same way. If I want to change my document to whichever document I want to do for, let's say I'm going to send them a stern letter first. And I want to mark, I'm going to try this mark everything again, see what I did wrong. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. I'll fix that and commit that before with this video. Okay, I wanted to show you guys I got that fixed on the collection screen. I also forgot to show you one other thing. So now, of course, you can hit mark printed and mark one item, or you can mark all the way through the selected item. Hey, Chloe. Alright, so then I can reset one item, or I can reset the whole batch if I wanted to. Go to the top and reset back up through my selected item. One thing I want to point out though is this this date range, why it's important, what it's for. if I wanted to use this screen for a smaller subset, like a batch that had a tighter cycle, like something that only lasted a month, if I put in a specific month, then all the status information would be filtered by that date range. So I could see that during that date range, the point is anything that shows up down here in the comments or that causes the status to change, the document status to change, is subject to those dates. So if the fact that it says nothing's been printed doesn't mean nothing's ever been printed for this parcel, or a stern letter's never been printed for this parcel. It just means a stern letter has never been printed for this parcel during this date range. So that's how we can use this screen over and over again throughout the system. Okay, thanks. See ya.